The Bleeding Burgundy Podcast, a Washington Commanders podcast for fans, by fans. With your host, Jessy, Martin.
What are you talking about? You're out of your mind.
John Taylor.
We finally got professional football back. This is going to be fun.
Scott Hartley.
Yeah, thanks for having me on.
Max Taylor.
As long as you got Jaden Daniels, you got a chance to win.
Spanning the eras of Washington football. Honoring the past. Commanding the future. And now, the world's worst podcast host, John Taylor.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bleeding Burgundy Podcast. I'm John Taman. I'm the world's worst podcast host. I am proud of this title. It's been bestowed upon me by really the general public of planet Earth, and I'm happy with that. I don't mind it at all. As you can see, Scott has a new camera. We can actually see what he looks like there. That's interesting. Look at that. He's right up close.
Terrible.
I don't know about that. I think it looks pretty good. Hey, man, what do you know? It's Friday afternoon. It's late in August. It's a beautiful day. You're all sitting in here listening to a podcast with us. And if you're listening to the podcast at some other time, hey, man, welcome to the show. Thanks for stopping by. And if you can, come on into the chat where we are on YouTube. Put a thumbs up and a like on us. I see you guys in the chat. Hey, Cam, you're on time tonight. Hey, I tell you what, I shamed her last week about being on time. Here she is. Thank you. Put a like, put a thumbs up. Give me all the stuff that everybody else asks for because I get tired of asking for it. I'm not begging for your love. Anyway, there's my good friend over there from Southeast Virginia after a hard week of work. There's Jessy Martin. How you doing? There he is. Yeah. Now, you know, I'll tell you, Jessy, it says here that I never learned how to whistle with my teeth and my fingers and my tongue. Do you know how to do that?
No, I don't.
Me neither. I could never figure it out. I can whistle with a piece of grass, but I cannot do the whole, you know.
I can barely.
All right. So, okay.
Well, everybody, we now know Jesse's lips are loose. So,
well, I mean, not really. It doesn't sound like it. But I tell you, we do learn something every week, and I'm glad that we can learn that. And I do know that the fact that if you can do this, that's some kind of genetic thing. Try that, Scott. Can you
No,
like that? No, you can't do that. Trying to embarrass
my wife either, but there you go.
Weird.
Ask the Lord. The king is coming, right? Didn't you say the king was getting ready to visit your town?
He will be at some point, John. Yes.
At some point. What is he, like in a carriage and nobody knows where he is through the countryside?
Yeah, he's going to roll in a big gold carriage probably. I don't know.
it's like in Game of Thrones.
That's right. And then he's decreed, anyone that can do this shall be put to death. Our good friend from Royal Port of Barrow in UK, Scott Hartley. How are you today, sir?
I am good, thank you. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. The town is not renamed that. I think the actual port is just going to be renamed that, but I don't know.
So the border is at the water. So the water says, we are fucking royal, and you people of the land can fuck off.
You peasants can bugger off.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Walkers. Anyway,
yeah,
so
it's a busy week, John, but yeah, all been good fun, mate. All been good fun.
Yeah, you know, Scott, your camera looks really good, and you can see the flags, but
you need a haircut.
Those fucking helmets did not get any bigger.
No, they're tiny. That's my wife, though. The helmet does grow. Anyway. She's growing, not a shower. Yeah.
Bring those helmets up there, Scott. Let's see those things. Bring those things up here. These are Scott's helmets. This is the International Fan of the Year, and I'm trying to find something, and I'm not having a good time.
Scanning the names.
Let me see. This is the International Fan of the Year. Look at this. Scott, hold it up between your thumb and forefinger. Hold it up there. Look at this. This is... Come on. Put it up there. Come on. Oh, it is so sad. Look at that, ladies and gentlemen. Please send money now to help this guy over in the Royal Port of Barrow or over on the land section of the,
only 25 cents a day will help Scott Hart.
25 in the helmet. He will be able to get another one if he gets lucky in the machine. That is, I mean, seriously, didn't they send you swag? Didn't they? What did they?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. I've got quite a lot of swag. I just need to put it in frames and stuff like that. I'm just useless. I'm just useless at doing it. I look and go, oh, am I going to pay to get that framed? No. It's sitting in my wardrobe. I've got 4 signed jerseys in frames.
The Commanders are like, they're listening to this podcast going, well, fuck this guy. Gee, we sent him into Green Bay.
Hartley.
How much extra we paid to have his friend's head on the plane, for fuck's sake?
Fan of the year submissions and international fan of the year submissions are open now. So if you'd like to apply, by all means, go ahead and apply. But it is not a political speech and it's not a political race. So if you for votes on Twitter, get fucked.
No, it is, Scott. I mean, if you're going to be the international fan of the year, we have to know how you stand on immigration.
Well,
no, I tell you what, I saw a nice video the other day of an experimental jet in which they're going to put like a bubble on the top where you can ostensibly go up and sit in it. And seriously, it's like a 767 jet with a bubble on the top that you
No, thank you.
I was thinking, after we had that picture of Scouse on the airplane, which I don't have right now, and they looked at that and went,
if you're sitting on top of the plane, what are you looking at? Clouds?
Oh, everything. Hell yeah.
You can also look at clouds from your seat.
No. I'll tell you what, because you know what? Half the time, when I was like 10, I flew down to Florida, and I'm looking out the window, and I'm thinking, damn, what is that? What is that? And I kept thinking, there's something following the plane, and it's the goddamn light off the wing, and it's dark, and I can't see what the wing is. And I mean, shit, if I'm up there,
if you're on top of the plane, you can't look down. The plane's in the way. You're looking straight ahead.
I want to look up and look at the stars and shit. Yeah, anyway. All right. So this is the Washington Commanders podcast. Welcome to the show, everybody. This is the general bullshit section of the show. And as you can see, it's quite general in the bullshit area. So I'll tell you what, there is big news today. I'm not sure what it is. Jesse, why don't you go ahead and take it?
Yeah, Brian Robinson Jr. got traded to the San Francisco 49ers for a 6th round pick.
Right.
That's a lot more than I thought we were going to get. I think many of us thought.
You thought so.
I thought it was 6 rounds better than we were going to get because I thought we were getting that.
But he was in demand. There was multiple teams that were going after him, and I think I'm thinking that Peters and company said, "Hey, what team do you want to go to? You want to go to Dolphins? You want to go to 49ers?" Because I think both of those two were heavily involved in the in the action.
Florida doesn't have the tax, right? Isn't that one of the things that people always say they don't have?
Correct.
Right.
But
if they have the Dolphins right now, you're going to be good for 3 games. Then it's going to get cold, and then you're going to freeze.
Yeah, and the 49ers are looking to turn around from last year's debacle. They're still a really, really good team, but as the tweets that Scott shared in our chat, him and Ricky Purcell can come out and to many men, as both of them have gotten shot before the season started.
Real quick, you have to explain what that means to the old guy.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So
and again, I wasn't listening. I was pulling up this picture because I wanted to, we're talking about him, so we wanted to put up this picture of Josh McDaniel as he looks at the media.
He ain't gonna have a job very long anyway.
I tell you what, there he is now. All right, what were you saying? What are you going to explain to me?
Well, real quick, luckily that's Mike McDaniel, not Josh McDaniel. So
Josh McDaniel. Yeah. Oh, he's the other idiot that's up in New England.
Yes.
Many Men is a song by the artist 50 Cent talking about how many times he's been shot. Many Men has tried to shoot him. So hence Brian Robinson getting shot before.
So you see, when you say Mini Men, I'm thinking like the Big Brim Club from I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, where they're all coming out of the hats with their rifles and shit. No, because if you got shot by a bunch of midgets, that would be kind of funny, wouldn't you think?
Dad.
The
Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray was arrested in downtown Phoenix last Thursday
for taking a shot at you.
To be honest, I think that guy's actually taller than
little
Kyle.
people want to complain the fact that I said midget. For fuck's sake, you're watching this show. You know who I am. You ought to know by now not to be offended. I really go and care less who you are or
Here's
what
the
you are.
line.
Everybody else.
Or here we are, and here's John.
That's
always.
right. I don't mind being over there.
Just
I'm happy
like
to
Colin
occupy that
Jackson.
space. You know, I don't mind. And it's nothing hateful that I'm saying or anything like that. It's not like I called him a fucking runt or anything. That's what I call Kyler Murray, trademark.
B-Rob, I think he landed in a good place. Good for him. I think, especially with the injury issues with that running back room over there.
He landed in a really good spot.
Yeah.
Just that offensive scheme. That's what he's good at.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Good offensive line. Good play caller. So good for Brian Robinson. I'm happy that he didn't get shipped off to a shit team.
Mind you, if he went to Miami, he would be the starter at first. But
I tell you what, I can tell right now that social media on our side of the pond or on our side of the country is going to go bonkers because I think he's going to do well over there. I don't know that I think he immediately steps into maybe the third running back role.
He's probably two.
He's two.
I don't know if he's two. Is he two already? Because he
Who would
doesn't know
be,
anything
who
about
would
the
be
other.
above him?
Well, what's his name there?
McCaffrey and who? Jordan Mason's gone.
Yeah, Mason's gone.
No.
Like Garendo?
He steps in the right end.
Yeah, Garendo, but yeah,
he's hurt.
The point is, Garendo. The point being is they run a zone scheme, right? Which we'll find out real quick about this vision problem. And Uncle Ronnie over there on Twitter, he was the one that wrote this today, and I think he's right. We'll find out whether he's got that vision problem because the Shanahan zone read scheme is once that freaking thing opens up on the backside, you should have nothing to worry about. Hit it, right, and make them chase you back. That thing has worked for, 30 years now, practically. So if he doesn't have any vision, we'll watch him run right into a pile. If he has vision, they will open up holes for him. We know that. So we'll see what happens. I think he's going to do pretty well out there. What's up, James?
How you doing, buddy? How do you think James asks, how do you think we'll most likely use the 6th rounder from B-Rob, try to use it in trade this season or most likely next season for the draft? This is going to be next season. I don't see us trading anything for anybody. They're in the draft.
They don't have capital to do it.
Yeah, they're trying to acquire picks, not.
I think if you're talking about what we're going to do with the 6th round pick that we just got for Brian Robinson, think about baseball. Try to hold off a little bit, right?
No.
Because you're going to shoot your wad way too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got this pick, and if the think about baseball joke is an old person joke. So
Now, real quick, this guy
Come on,
right
Scott.
here.
Come on, Scott.
Wait a second. Did you guys hear what Jerry Jones said about him in his interview with Stephen A?
Yes.
Was it Stephen A? Or was it Michael Irvin?
It was Stephen A.
I heard what he said on the Michael Irvin podcast, and then I heard
he was getting interviewed by Stephen A. And he basically said,
Jerry Jones,
I'm
did they
glad
tell you to stick it up your ass?
basically along the lines of, I'm glad you think he's our franchise player because we're going to have him for the next 2 years, and then patted him on the knee. Like he didn't commit to anything.
The tag game with him.
Played the tag game with the best edge rusher in the league.
As far as I was concerned, we had a deal. It was down on a napkin, for God's sakes. It's not my goddamn fault that his stupid agent spilled the drink all over it. I knew what it said. It said we get him next month for 3 years for 3 bubblegum wrappers and a Bazooka Joe comic, and that's the way it goes. Scott, what do you think of this nonsense? You think Jerry's full of shit? I mean, I wish I had the videos.
I think he's full of shit until someone comes in with an actual offer for him.
Did you see what the Packers reportedly gave?
Packers gave a freaking
Holy
monster.
cow!
Holy smokes, indeed! But there was 2 firsts, a second, a third, and a 5th
Something
for next
along
year.
those lines.
Yeah,
it was crazy.
Lines of wasn't it a Khalil Mack was a big one like that too.
You know what? I'll tell you what.
Hey, you got it dead on, Dad.
Jerry Jones won 3 Super Bowls with a deal like that. Now, I'm going to go to old guy moment here, but the Herschel Walker trade is something that a whole lot of people probably don't remember what it was, but some people that are my age do, and some of you guys that can actually read books do, and I've forgotten where I am here. I'm lost in I'm trying to upload shit. Anyway, they traded away Herschel Walker, who at the time was like, you can't trade him away, to the Vikings for a slew of picks, a couple of players, which they then traded away to the Chargers for even more picks, and they won 3 Super Bowls off the team that they built based on that. All right. In this case, that Packers deal
That's what you're
It's
going to
not
get.
quite as big, but good God, Jerry.
In today's NFL, 2 firsts for one player.
Jerry. And a second. It was a second.
That's a non-quarterback.
Right.
Jerry. Jesus Christ, dude.
Hold on a second.
Uh-oh. Jerry, I'm not sure what happened. I might have had a stroke because I didn't read those goddamn details properly, because that could have been something.
Do we think it's a good deal, like dealing Brian Robinson now? Do we think it's a,
Yes.
it's a
We're
good
back
thing?
to him.
It's fair to the
No, just
player, and
trying to-
it's fair to the player on both sides.
Yeah.
It's fair to him so he can, get out of here clean. He can learn the system out there clean. It's fair to the team because now we get to build on what it's going to be a 4 running back system.
Yeah, I understand that, Max, completely. I just think, we're never going to know, but why do you think it soured so quickly? Just
Something happened in New England reported.
yeah, as we said.
don't know what
yeah,
that is.
yeah.
Either that or they really like what they have after him and they don't get something for him before you lose him for nothing because he's a free agent after this season.
True.
I don't know why anybody would say something dramatic happened if it didn't happen. I mean, that doesn't sound like social media at all to me.
No, I mean, it's coming from the reporters.
Clearly.
The brain twigged. Yeah, it is nearly 11:15 at night, John. But there you go.
Something dramatic happened with him and I today. I drove past his house. It's okay.
I didn't even see you.
I think it's a good deal for both of us. Getting a 6th is actually very good. We finessed it a little bit there. And when you realistically, we got a Debo and a 6th for Brian Robinson and a 5th.
And a 5th. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd take that deal in a heartbeat.
Put that out today.
I'd take that
Jibala.
in a
Sorry.
heartbeat.
Nikki Jibala. Nikki Jiblabla. Put that out today. And you know what? I say that about her, Nikki Jiblabla, but that's only because I couldn't say her name earlier. And I apologize for that. But I like her. I think she's a very good reporter. And she kind of put that out there today and gave a nice perspective on it. That's a good way to look at it. And I think we kind of win in that deal.
Keep in mind, though, everyone that we acquired for the trade back from 12 to 16 for Jahan Dotson has now been traded or cut.
That's it.
Oh, I know.
Is that right?
Because Cole Turner got cut. He's still on the team, but he got cut.
Chris Rodriguez was part of it, wasn't he?
Yeah, we remember how we were like
Robinson,
in all of
Turner,
that trade.
Howell, and Dotson.
We were in awe of that trade. We were like, oh my god, we just
it looked good at the time.
Yeah,
it looked good at the time, but then they're on and they came in and they drafted guys that I hesitate to say that Brian Robinson's a bad player. I don't think that he was used properly, and he played through some dinged up injuries.
Remember,
and
too, he played.
Honestly, let me just finish here real quick. I think that in this situation, yes, maybe something happened that he had something to say in New England. Maybe Bill came up and showed that he can play better. Maybe they just are out of patience with him trying to get healthy.
I think it was fit.
I don't know what it is, but what did you say, Jesse? Go ahead.
It was fit. It was just scheme fit.
Fit, exactly. It was scheme fit. So I don't bear any ill will towards any of it.
No, I mean, neither do I. I still think, I think he still might regret it. I think there's just too much uncertainty. Obviously, we're 4 schmoes with a fucking microphone. We really don't know what we're talking about, but
it must be a long cord to reach Scott.
Man, why didn't we think of calling our show that?
And I'm worried. The one concern I had, and we talked about it on the 1 Point Safety show yesterday, is the protection factor of it. I mean, B-Rob wasn't a great pass protector, but he was damn adequate. And he
adequate. That's a phrase, ladies and gentlemen.
You're putting a lot. You're putting a lot on a 7th round rookie, a guy that's been cut multiple times, and a journeyman that can block. And then you have an older, kind of 3rd down back in Eckler that you really don't want to put too much on him in fear of
I want
his brain
littlest contact as possible. Right?
Keep in mind too, the possibility that someone's going to get cut that we go for at the running back position still exists. They could have their eye on somebody.
Maybe.
That's possible. I'm not sure what they're going to do. I'm really looking at a committee this year for sure. I don't know that we're going to see any single starter. And even though I mean, what's a starter equal to this team, Jesse? Is it 15 carries?
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's when you have a running quarterback, it kind of skews the numbers just a little
I'd
bit.
rather his
I
carries
think
go down.
You could say
I don't
20
want him to be
touches
our
a
leading
game.
rusher in any way,
Yeah.
shape, or form.
You can definitely
I
say
would
20 touches a game.
Yeah, about 15 or about 17 carries and three catches out of the backfield, something like that.
Now, you remember we've also got Debo as well, haven't we?
Touches. Sorry, Jess, I'll come right back to you, Scott. Max, you said touches. I specifically, and when I'm talking about a running back, I'm talking about carries, because a good friend of a quarterback that I want to protect is a running game. So go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, I'm just saying we've got Debo too to add into that mix as well with a mobile quarterback. So, it is one of them. I do agree where you're coming from, Jesse, by saying that you think we may regret it. So I understand it's not having that established person who's been in the league, has carried the ball. You know what you're going to get with him. Yes, he's not going to go out there and give you a 150-yard game. Routinely, what was he? He's probably a 700-yard back on average every season.
Yeah,
Exactly
700 to 800 yards, just under 800. It's hard to. I can't. I'm not going to disparage Brian Robinson in any way. The man played with a gunshot wound in his ass. Okay, so the first season, everything is countered by that. All right, everything you see him do. Okay, we saw him do some good things too, right? I don't know if this was the first season or not, but I remember in that Falcons game, he freaking drilled that guy and pushed him 5 yards back into the end zone and then got fined for lowering his helmet. Well, we've seen him make good plays. He caught a swing pass last year. Took it, 60 yards? Go ahead, Jesse. I'm sorry. You sound muted.
He had some really big runs.
He's had some plays. Yeah.
You remember that touchdown that he got, that second effort against the Eagles. I remember that. That was monster. That 70-yard run against Tennessee, was that last year or the year before?
Even the Giants game when we were there, when he ran up in the middle and busted out and came right in front of us.
The only time I've ever seen him bounce it out, though.
Unfortunately, though, for as many runs as we can say like that, you can go 3 of them where he just runs right into the back of his guard for a no gain to 1 yard gain.
Sure, but you can also blame a lot of that on the offensive line.
I'm gonna say hello to Kim, because last week I gave her a bunch of shit for not being here on time, and here she is. She's participating in the show, so she's right. B-Rob dragged players with him, she says. And one thing I do like about Robinson, and sometimes I think that's what he was attempting to do when he would run up into these knots of people. They played bully ball really well, and we've seen it. He'd get in the middle of that scrum, and Scott, I know you just shrugged your shoulders, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they'd shove forward for another 4 or 5 yards, and me sitting here in my house, I'd go, yeah, that would be, and I'd put that black train up on Twitter and say, there he goes. That's the kind of stuff I liked out of Brian Robinson. So
I think they're looking for a little bit more of finesse.
They want breakaway. They want somebody who's going to break away. But he did drag players. You're right. If I'd said before, if he ended up our hammerback here for this season, I'm fine with it. All right. Again, old guy moment. I'm going to go back to when we were champions. Gerald Riggs was a feature back when he came out of Georgia. Right. We had a couple of those. George Rogers was another one that was a featured back, and we turned them into 1 yard, 2 yard plunge touchdown guys. I'm fine with that, but water under the bridge. Real Benjamin says, I'm trusting AP knows what he sees in Ja'Cory Crosker in Bill, but all I see is a good jump cut and good speed, but not elite running back speed. Go ahead, Scott.
He's kind of spot on with that, I think.
Okay. I don't have any argument. I've seen one breakaway run and he scored. Yeah. Other than that, he's been kind of bottled up a little bit. He does have good jump cut. He's got good fight.
Yeah. Listen, I watched him up close in training camp for a couple of days, and Bill, he looked the real deal during camp. This is during camp now. But we'll see. We're just gonna have to see. I think some of the fans that are like myself are a little bit nervous about it. It's probably going to go all the way because he's probably going to score like an 80-yard touchdown against the Giants week 1.
Oh, it might be nice. I hope it's in the end zone that we're near. That would be great. That would be great. And then Scott could go down to the guy with a cane and say, would you mind? I didn't come over here so my family could watch a touchdown and see your head. Sit your head down.
Just sit down. I can't stand people who start getting up and go, I'll have some chicken tenders. I need a beer. I need a piss. I need to do this. Just sit down.
I swear.
We'll go at a time when and there's nothing
You're
happening.
100% right.
Benjamin, I kind of feel the same way, sort of, but maybe they're going to use C-Rod in Bill like that,
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's the plan.
You've got to see it as well from the team's perspective. If this has, as we've been told, that he's lost his locker immediately, he hasn't been at practice, he was nowhere near the team facility, they were pretty much going to trade him the minute this apparently kicked off in New England. I think when the trust is gone, and they're trying to do everything they could to get him out of town. And then at the same time, it's get what you can for a player who's on an expiring contract. We have to remember that as well.
Exactly. Go ahead.
About the New England thing, it's been brought up a couple times, about what happened in New England. I don't know if we know if anything happened in New England.
Right. All we have is a little whisper.
The people that cover the team that was sitting up top when they were watching the 11s, they say Brian Robinson was running all over the damn field and had a really, really good practice during that. So I'm not sure. I don't know, man. It's kind of like a mystery. It came out of nowhere. I think all of us were surprised.
Yeah.
We
all kind of laughed at Ben Standig when he said that he thinks he's going to be a surprise cut, and it manifested from there. I guess maybe Adam Peters read that and went, hey, I guess if we're going to cut him, we might as well trade him and get something for him. And I got to admit, I'm very surprised that we got a sixth. I said yesterday on the 1 Point Safety Show plug, thank you for having me on, by the way, that I think that the best case scenario for us was that there was going to be a team that would not want him to hit the waiver wire and risk somebody else being able to snatch him. And the 49ers, as far as I know, are way down on the waiver wire, or at least they should be. So they stepped up and offered a sixth. I thought that the best we could get was fuck off, because nobody was going to offer anything as far as I knew, unless that was the case that they did. And I mean, we've got some situations with Houston where they're not sure what's going on with the running backs down there. And San Francisco stepped up. I heard somebody say to me today that Adam Peters is just dealing with his bros back home. Whatever, man. They stepped up. Sixth. Right.
Yeah.
You think anybody offered a fifth? I don't think so.
No way.
So, I mean, San Francisco is 11th on the waiver wire. So the teams ahead of them are Chicago, New Orleans, Carolina, the Jets, the Raiders, the Browns, the Patriots, the Giants, the Jags, and the Titans.
Multiple teams.
Two of them, I think, could have potentially taken him in the Jets and the Bears.
New Orleans too. I think,
regardless of how it went here, he's a starting caliber running back. All right, we can say all we want about him running up the back, but last year, honest to God, he was banged up. All right, we knew he had lower leg injuries, so maybe running up
Jessy
the back
was at the Dallas game when he had his high ankle sprain.
Right. So maybe that was just the safe way for him to get 4.5, 5 yards if he could, was to get into that scrum and push forward, let them kind of carry him through. Maybe he couldn't break it out. Doesn't matter anymore. He's a 49er, which means F you, Brian Robinson.
Yep.
Well,
I guess that's
not F you. It's thanks for your cervix.
Well, I mean, yeah, but now that's done. Now he's a 49er now.
You heard that right.
He's a 49er.
You're what?
Personal, but F you now. As in every other player for every other team in the league, as far as I'm concerned. All right, let's see. So I'm going to ask, are we going to keep 3 running backs or 4? It's a committee, right?
Yeah, committee. 4.
4?
Does that move us on into a beautiful segue, John? Does it?
Almost. I would think so. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see here. We're gonna I gotta figure out, I gotta get back in this game shape here. So we're gonna do this.
Can we just say real quick how great it is that graphic is back? It's so
I'm going to take that to say that my graphic is that fucking good, and football is just
guys,
second.
There's college football tomorrow.
Yeah. Something else I can't give a shit about. Yay!
Well, Scott, they're playing in Ireland tomorrow, so you actually can get a little excited.
Don't care.
What's really exciting, the UK guys, that there's a preseason football game on at noon tomorrow.
Correct.
It's true.
So true. I'm going to tell you what. We start at 5 tomorrow. I can eat my tea and watch the game. How cool is that?
Well, you're eating your tea. That's the first problem.
Right. We've got a totally different idea of what tea.
Dinner, tea, same thing.
Tea, dinner, tea, same thing.
Depends where you come from.
Exactly. And now, because of Scott and his tea, I completely forgot what the fuck I was going to say. This brings an air of class and distinction back to the show. All right, so where were we? So we were talking about having a beautiful segue there into the battle plans of our roster. So, Scott, you got the roster up?
No.
All right, I'll try to. I'll try. Thank you, Mr. Scott. I know I kind of threw that on you. I'm sharing the share screen. All right, I'm going to share our screen. All right, okay, this is our roster. Excuse me. Y'all can see that?
It's coming through now. There we go.
Yeah, there it is. All right. So as you can see, we've got it separated on the colors. I'm this awful fucking puke color here. Scott's this sky blue color. Jessy is this, I haven't changed my underwear in a few months color. And Max, he's this, I just got over a cold and this is coming out of my nose color.
You also gave the colorblind guy green. I just want to point that out. Thanks.
It's not my fault. I'm not
You're
really
the one that made
how you see it. I mean, does yours look the same as Jesse's?
No, it just looks muted, but it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm fine with that. I can tell the difference. All right. So as you can see, the way we've got it worked out is if we got 53 next to the name here, they're going to make the team. If we've got a 0, they're going to get cut. If they've got a 2, we think they're going to be coming back to the practice squad. Right now, I'm at 54.
Yeah, I didn't do all that, but okay.
Scott's at 53. Jesse's at 52, and Max is at 53. I don't know how that got flipped around there. And we all have Sam Cosby starting on the PUP list. He's the only guy that we see on the PUP list.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Apart from players who probably may come back on the practice squad, like Niang and Julian Good Jones, who are already
Good Jones. Right, if he cleared waivers, he's on IR.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm not going to share this too much longer because it is fucking boring. And how do I get rid of it, Scott?
Yeah.
Like that.
Hey,
there we go. How about that? Thank you. All right. So anyway, you can see that we have a few open spots. Like me, I'm 1 over. Somebody's going to get cut based on what I see on this game on Saturday. Jesse, you're 1 under. So you've got an area for somebody to make the team.
No, I don't know why it's like that because
maybe your math is off.
No,
really?
I didn't.
Really?
I can change it right now. How about that?
No. It really doesn't make any difference right now. The fact that we showed it is only so that we can say that we have some kind of a show. Here's the bottom line. Tomorrow night, what are you looking for? Is it tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon?
It's tomorrow afternoon at 12 noon, Dad.
Oh, there you go. Sorry. Well, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Tomorrow afternoon, 12 noon. What are you looking for? Anything in particular? Jesse, go ahead.
Wide receiver depth. That's probably the biggest thing that I'm looking for. I want to see Ja'Cory Brooks really stand out. I want to see Luke McCaffrey actually get some targets. And see if one of the old guys, either Gallup or Chris Moore, can they do something? But, again, we said this yesterday, but for those who didn't listen to the 1 Point Safety Show, it's really tough to analyze these wide receivers with Jaden Daniels or Marcus Mariota not under center because quarterback play has been so bad. So I think everybody needs to kind of pump the brakes a little bit and trust what you're hearing coming out of camp instead of what you're seeing on the TV.
I am an analyst, and my job is to analyze football and make comments.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. So I kind of took that off of the roster there. When you're looking at position groups, is there anything you're looking at to stand out to take one of those spots? Is there anybody on the bubble that you think can lose a spot, can gain a spot? Max, I haven't talked to you all night, so go ahead.
I mean, what Jesse just hit, for me, the last roster spot is Chris Moore, Ja'Cory Brooks, or Michael Gallup, and the three of them are fighting for one.
I know who I want in that group.
Yeah, I agree. And as of right now, I have Ja'Cory Brooks in that slot.
That's who I want. I want to see the young guy.
As you can see, I had to cross off Gallup when we get there.
What do you think, Scott?
I think there's also potential maybe on offensive line that you could that someone might swap out? I mean, with the Fant signing, not sure if you lose someone.
Fant's going to push out one of the interior linemen to the practice squad.
Trent Scott.
Unfortunately, it's going to be either going to be Scott or Chris Paul.
I think right now,
Chris Paul's making the team. All right, here, I'll tell you what. I'm going to go back to this. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You just go back to the overall numbers of who we got in positions, the numbers of positions. I think if we go through that.
All right. So this white group of this here is Jessy over here, right? Y'all can see that. So you got 10 offensive linemen.
Yeah, I do. I do have 10 offensive line. And I'll just go down. I got Biotish, Dieter, Allegretti, Chris Paul, Wiley, Coleman, Tunsil, Connerly Jr., Fant, and then Scott/Cosme. Because when Cosme comes back, someone's going to get pushed off, and I think that's going to be Trent Scott.
Did you say Coleman?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, yeah, Coleman's got to be in there. We're in complete agreement with that. Now, who's this in the green? Oh, the guy who can't see green. Max, you've got 8 offensive linemen. Really?
Ooh,
you're going in with just 3 backups?
So I have Paul and I have Scott on the practice squad. Because keep in mind, you can elevate 2 from the practice squad for game day.
It's a good shout. Yeah.
So
all right, well, okay.
And when I look at it, you have to make up numbers elsewhere. And as you can see, I have 10 defensive linemen.
You do.
Yeah,
so
eight and 9. Look, I went 9 and 8. So.
Scott, yeah, you've got 9 and 8. Why 8 defensive linemen? What are you looking at there?
Let me just look at the actual roster itself on my side, and I'll tell you who I picked. D line. So I got Dorrance Armstrong. I've got Baptiste, Jacob Martin, Dietrich Wise, and then I'm into tackles. I got Sheldon Day was one I thought may potentially make it. He might be one that could push someone. Eddie Goldman. I've got Javon Kinlaw, Newton, Payne, and that is where I'm at.
You've got at least one below everybody else. I think we've all got those folks.
See, I have either Sheldon Day or Goldman making.
Yeah, I got Goldman on the practice squad here. I got not Goldman. I've got Sheldon Day on the practice squad.
And this goes back to the offensive line, and another reason why I kept 10 is because when you're on the practice squad, you can get plucked by any team at any time. So that's why I kind of kept 10. I think because we have so much depth at your defensive line and at your offensive line, you're better off keeping more of those than the others that you don't have enough depth at because they suck. And you can potentially pick off someone else's practice squads if you need to.
Well, I tell you what, there's a couple of defensive linemen that I've got on here that I think are definitely going to make the team. Jacob Martin has shown me all preseason that he deserves a spot on this team.
Yeah.
There's like Norrell Pollard. He's big. He's kind of shoved some things around, but practice squad for him, I think. Dietrich Wise is a beast. I got Cleveland Farrell just get flat cut. Anybody going to disagree with that?
I
got him on the practice squad.
I have him on the roster. I like his length of his arms.
His length of his arms. He doesn't know what to do with them.
I put Von Miller in as a D and not as a linebacker.
Maybe that's why.
He's one of my 9.
So he's one of my my extra linebackers because he's obviously as an outside linebacker. So that's probably where we're very similar then, Jesse, with the names.
We don't really play that, 3-4.
We run a 4-2-5. That's what we run.
I'm not still sharing screen, am I?
No,
you're good.
Good. Nobody can see my weird porn.
I mean, all right, your numbers say you can put them at either or.
Yam, watch out.
Dang. Kaboom across the bow. All right, so I got 5 cornerbacks making the team. I've got 5 safeties making the team. So I got 10 defensive backs.
All of us do.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we will
got 6 linebackers.
Same.
Jordan McGee is going to make the team, but I don't know why. I tell you what, he better play tomorrow night, and he better show something.
I have 7 linebackers, and Jordan McGee is not one.
Whoa!
Wow! Did you get?
Who you got? You got Kane Oho or whatever his name is.
I had Caho. I had making the team.
Caho, I like the way he hustled the other night.
He hustled. That's a special teams player.
Yeah. I know. I got you there.
Speaking of special teams, I got Malor and Medrano for special teams. Louvu, Wagner. I've got Von Miller, and then I like Duke Riley for special teams as well.
I was going to say, I thought you might. What about Nick Ballore?
Not even prepared.
Ballore's the second one I
You
said.
should have told me you were going to say.
Oh, sorry,
Duke
I missed that.
Yeah, I just got Wagner, Louvu, Medrano, McGee, and Ballore.
Wait, you said Wagner,
Who was I looking at? Any of the
Jesse, what were your linebackers again?
I got Wagner, Louvu, Medrano, McGee, and Ballore, and your Duke Riley's. You can and Cahos you can put on the practice squad.
That's right.
I don't see a reason to put them on
Caho's making the practice squad, but Duke Riley should stay on the team simply for his name. Duke Riley.
The Commanders starring Duke Riley and Colson Yankoff.
Duke Riley. Double penetration.
Like those guys, man, I just feel like those guys won't get picked off the practice
They're
squad.
not getting picked. Nobody wants them.
And since you can call up like up to 3 per fucking every Saturday night.
Every Saturday night.
To me, I think Duke Riley. I think Trent Scott is more important than Duke Riley. Or
I think I tend to agree with
you. Paul's more important than Duke Riley.
My only thing with that though is, say Wagner goes down. Because Wagner's what, 37, 36. He's up there, and you need to have someone on game day to replace him because you're not going to ask Milano or Ballore to get out there. Good luck.
Yeah.
This is descending into chaos already.
Duke Riley going down. All right.
It's the next man up.
All right, where are we at? Running backs. I think we're all in agree. We're going to keep 4. Is that right?
4. I'm thinking. Yeah, it's got to be 4. It's a running back by committee by 4. And honestly, Jeremy McNichols, we were talking about one of the things that scared us the most about the running backs without Brian Robinson is pass protection. I've liked Chris Rodriguez since we've seen him put in the football game, but I've always asked myself, are we seeing him really show out because he's in the fourth quarter of these games in which we've kind of pounded on him a bit or got him tired out? Doesn't matter. I don't think it matters. He hits the hole hard. He hits the hole fast. He plays violent, and I think that he delivers the blow more than the linebackers do. So I like what I see out of him. Bill and him as a 1-2 punch, I'm okay with it. Eckler, he's a sneeze away from a concussion. I just hope we can keep him for a while because if he's on the field, he can do things, but he's got to be on the field. McNichol, he's the best pass protector out of the bunch. That dude went to the Clinton Portis School of knocking the fuck out of someone, and I think he got a PhD. So yeah, I'm all right with 4. That's what I've got is 4 running backs.
All right, let's go to. Obviously, we all had the same 4. Let's go to tight end.
That's a strange one for all of us, I think.
Is it? I don't think so. I think it's pretty obvious. It's Ertz can catch passes and Sennett and
Bates.
The other guy.
And I think they're going to keep Yankoff for his special teams. He's great special teams. Yeah.
So where are we differing here? Because I'm I'm 1 over, and I have Yankoff on the team. Let me just.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. But you also have 7 wide receivers too.
I do have 7 wide receivers. That's right.
Yeah. So okay, Max, you're keeping 3 as well.
Yeah,
I'm on 4 with you, Jesse, because of Yankoff. I think.
Yeah, I think Yankoff is really important with special teams.
I think it probably prevents a lot of
jersey, mate. And in fact, it's your birthday coming up soon. Surprise, surprise.
I love it.
Present it to you in a hand job, ladies and gentlemen. That's what I just heard.
What happens in the B&B stays in the B&B, John.
Exactly, John.
Right. Oh, my God. I can tell you right now, Trump's going to say, look, we just busted a guy with the army. He was down there on the Washington Monument giving this bearded guy a hand job. We took him in. He swears up and down he's a British citizen. We're going to deport him to Ecuador.
Do you think that we all got one long snapper? Yeah, we're all happy with that.
Yeah. I'm all right with that.
All right, so did we go over wide receivers?
No, we did not.
All right, obviously Terry, Debo, Brown. Those are top 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And 4 and 5 are
Jalen
also
Lane.
obvious.
Jalen Lane.
Are they?
Luke McCaffrey.
Lane.
That's the top 5. Yes.
All right. Now,
McCaffrey.
number 6. Because we all at least have 6, right?
Yeah.
Yes. 6 or 7 is where we're.
I have Ja'Cory Brooks as of
do
today. It could change tomorrow,
Mm-hmm.
but right now I have Ja'Cory Brooks.
I agree, and I'm hoping like hell that stays true. I'd like to see him move to 5. I'd like to see him challenge fucking McCaffrey. I don't know what it is about McCaffrey. They just don't give him the ball. All right, whatever. Anybody can point out all they want about, look at this film. Look how open he is. Great. They didn't throw him the ball. What the fuck can he do with it? Why aren't they throwing him the ball? It's preseason now. They could tell the quarterback.
You just said 20 minutes ago you can't judge these receivers because of who they're getting the ball thrown to.
It doesn't make any difference. They don't throw him the ball.
They don't throw the ball in general.
Well, whatever. What I'm saying is, when it comes to McCaffrey, we didn't see him get many targets last year. We've gotten 0 targets, unless I miss my guess, unless I'm off by 1
in the first one, and then he was sick.
1 in the first game.
Yeah, he got 1, he was sick, got his fucking bell rung too. It was like a hospital ball.
Right.
And they took him out of the game after that. Like, because that was a throw from fucking Hartman that almost killed him.
It was his first throw.
Yeah.
Hartman is really, when Hartman is in the game, you're watching piranhas in the water, the way they react to it. But the fact of the matter is, if I'm the fucking wide receivers coach and I've got a pick invested in this guy and everybody tells me, oh, look how open he is, I tell whichever one of these third string bums that are taking over the field, look at him, throw it to him. Let me see if he can catch it. McCaffrey, I just got to see it. I just got to see if he can fucking play. He never touches the ball. How do I know?
Go ahead, Scotty.
I got 6, but my 6th is Gallup, and I don't rate that in any way, shape, or form. I think if there's a wide receiver on the waiver wire, he's gone. It's as simple as that. If there's somebody out there that can better that, there's no love for River Craycraft. Come on, boys. I mean,
River Craycraft.
Do one of y'all actually have him on the roster?
No.
Okay.
I have him on the practice squad,
He sounds like somebody performing at your local folk festival.
I do think, though, it depends on tomorrow. I mean, Gallup.
The songs from the 1920s.
This is the point we were making earlier. Who plays shows out tomorrow could make this team on that final spot? Do you have 7? Do you have 7?
Ja'Cory Brooks. I've got 7. I've got Ja'Cory Brooks. I've got Noah Brown. I've got Jalen Lane. I've got Luke McCaffrey for just simply because why not? There's no other reason to give him any spot above anybody else, but nobody else is taking a spot. I got KJ Osborne.
We haven't gotten there, James.
Osborne, there you go.
I've got Deebo Samuel, and I've got Terry McLaurin, even though I'm really starting to feel as if week 1 for Terry is going to be a waste of time.
I would, as far as Osborne, I think I'd take Gallup over Osborne.
That's where I'm going with that one.
What has Gallup done, though? I mean,
more than Osborne.
Really? Has he? I just haven't seen either one of them stand up at all. And I think if you put Gallup down, seriously, if you put either one of them out there, it's like throwing rancid meat to a lion. A hungry lion might eat it, but nobody else.
A lot of us were really intrigued when we made that Gallup signing. And
because we knew when he was in Dallas.
Little bit of a disappointment since he's been here. He had a pretty decent OTAs. He stood out a couple times in camp, but so is Chris Moore. But we need one. I think we'd be better off if one of the 2 veteran wide receivers would step up. I think.
Honestly, yeah. When you say intrigued, it's intrigued as if I'm walking down the street and I go, "Hey, is that dog shit? Should I step in it?"
I can tell you that
I'm
for
intrigued
me,
for a moment. Oh no, I shouldn't step in it.
Chris Moore has a lot more to step up than Gallup does. Chris Moore had 3 awful drops against the New England game.
I'm amazed he's still on the roster.
There's a guy on the roster. I was telling you this earlier, John. I mean, I was looking at this and I had no idea who this guy even was. Braylon Sanders.
That's my buddy Braylon.
Why not River Craycraft? Fuck it.
Have you ever seen the movie Major League, Scott?
No.
Willie Mays Hayes sneaks into spring training and beats everyone in a foot race, but that's because it was slow motion and Wesley Snipes can't run. But that's what he's doing. He's just sneaking into camp.
Did you know that? We genuinely looked at John's thing, and I was like, "There's number 80 here," and then I was like, "Oh no, he's been cut. He's gone." And then
he's been sleeping in the bubble.
And then another guy came in and he was like, "Oh, it's this guy Braylon. He's now number 80." What?
Oh,
Just picked up some guy's jersey and just went, "Yeah, I'm playing."
well,
All right, quarterback.
All
How many
that
we
confusion
keeping?
will be taken care of by Tuesday.
I got quarterbacks. I got 2 on the roster.
I got 2 quarterbacks.
Two.
Okay. All right, we'll get to that in a minute when we get to the game. All right, I got 2 quarterbacks. I think everybody has 2 quarterbacks. Neither one of them are going to be playing tomorrow in any
Hopefully
way,
not.
shape, or form. Right. The other 2 are going to be hung out there like bait, and nobody's going to touch them. You know, the only thing that maybe we could do is try to sell Sam Hartman to the fucking Chiefs. Excuse me, to the Colts. I
do.
Chiefs. To the Colts. The only way we could possibly get rid of him is to say, hey, look, he's cute, and sell him to the Colts.
Can we just take a quick trip
Played
down
in
memory lane?
Notre Dame, right?
He's trying to cut me off because he knows I'm going to say.
Go ahead, say what you got.
Remember when you wanted to get a 3rd-round pick for him?
Dude, I remember what I said was
We got a 3rd round pick for him.
Go back to last week.
No. This was before the first preseason game. I said if he plays well, you might be able to parlay him into a pick and maybe up to a 3rd round because it's a quarterback-starved league, period. No matter what. If there's 32 teams and there might be 15 people on planet Earth that can play quarterback to the level that needs to be played. And if he can fool people enough that, and as soon as he stepped onto the field, I said, "Oh, well, there's no
I'd
chance."
almost rather have Anthony Richardson than Sam Hartman. And
I
that's-
take Anthony Richardson. over Sam Hartman. Hey, Colts, you want to talk? Let's talk. We'll give you Sam Hartman. You give us Anthony
I
Richardson.
mean,
All right,
there's
so
a possibility there. Would you pick up a quarterback on the waiver wire if you could?
I don't know. It depends on who's out there.
Look, listen. If we're down to our 3rd quarterback,
It's
over. It's
It's a wash, boys.
Yeah, it's
Pack
over.
it in.
So.
As fans of this team, we've been there. The reason we know who Josh Johnson is because he was the 4th guy we had to pick up after Thanksgiving.
God, he was
one
the 4th.
year.
Oh God.
Wasn't that before Ron?
That was
Ron.
Jay. That was Jay. That's because
Was it
Alex
Jay?
Smith's leg did this.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
And then Colt McCoy's leg did this.
So we did talk about the defensive backs, but I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. We all have 10 safeties. We have Harris, Martin, Owens, Reeves, and Butler. Everybody
Right.
with that. And then cornerbacks, we have Lattimore, Amos, Sandra Still, Jones, and Noah I.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, all right. So who do you see? I'm intrigued here because they did pick up a bunch of guys. Who do you see on that? Like I see Kayvon Seymour coming back to Carlin
injured.
Vickers coming back to practice squad. I think they like Carlin Vickers. They're going to keep him. I mean, I'm saying that
I
because
think Seymour
John
got
Collins
injured.
told me
He was
so.
on the active roster. Played some last year. He's a veteran, but he got injured, I believe. If he's well enough to come back, I'm sure they would be more than happy to bring him back on the practice squad. But Vickers is definitely a practice squad
definitely
guy because
he
he would probably be the next one up if one of them got hurt.
All right, now since Scott did all the work and added him to our spreadsheet today, I'm going to have to at least bring up Esang Basi. Nobody thinks he's making the team.
Who?
No, practice squad.
Exactly. All right, thank you, Scott.
Good job, Jesse.
Not everybody can work to go to waste there on the spreadsheet.
He's a cornerback stroke safety who came in from
He's a
the
cornerback
Colts.
who strokes the safeties. Oh boy.
Yeah, I got him and Bobby Price cut.
Yeah, Bobby Price definitely getting cut.
Yeah.
I got Andre Jones Jr. cut.
See, I have him making it.
The 53.
I have him making the 53
Oh, mate, no.
in a
You did help,
rotational.
my love. Thank
In a
you.
rotational, yes.
Nord Pollard cut.
Yeah.
Ricky Barber cut.
Rick and Bobby.
Carl Davis is
Extra last.
Carl Davis is interesting. I think he might
Practice squad.
make the practice squad.
Yeah, good player.
What going back to the defensive line, I think in my opinion that last spot's going to go to either Goldman or Day. They for the big man up the middle.
You won't think that's Javon Kinlaw?
It's definitely Javon.
You have a backup to him.
spot.
You know, you need to have a bigger guy in case something happens to Kinlaw. You want to have.
I liked what Day did last year.
Yeah,
Yeah, when you finally knew his name.
Well, I mean,
who's that dude with the dreadlocks?
For 5 weeks in a row.
It's that guy with the dreadlocks again.
Guy. Here's the bottom line: when I'm looking at the defensive line and there's number fucking 6 out there, I don't know what the hell to think. There's so much change on this roster all the time.
The fact that
I don't
Von
know who
Miller's
they are all
24
of
is
a
going to
sudden.
send you in a conniption
And
fit, isn't it?
especially when somebody like him has dreadlocks that cover his fucking name all the damn time. I don't know who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
God damn it, you bastards! Get off my lawn.
I hate the fact that Von Miller's wearing 24. Even though I do have a 24 jersey,
I can understand.
I'm just going to have to put another layer of duct tape over the nameplate and put Miller.
Michael Walker instead of Walker.
You'll get
It
on
was,
Walker.
it was, let's see, it was Norman,
Gibson,
then it changed to
Norman.
Gibson. Now it's Miller.
No, I thought you got a Michael Walker jersey last year.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, you know.
Was that his name? Corner? It was
No,
absolutely
no,
wonderful.
that's Mikael Walker.
Davis. That was Michael Davis. Michael
Michael
Walker's a
Davis.
linebacker.
Thank you. He was 24, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And Benjamin Burnt Toast
Yeah,
was 25.
Look, who was Burt worse, Davis or St. Just?
I don't know, but it's fun watching
I think
Cardinals
St.
fans
Just
realize
got
what
more.
I don't know. You know, the thing is that all of you people that are out there in podcast land, when you see over the next, 2.5 months that there's these fires starting in Southern California, take it with a grain of salt. It's just Benjamin St. Just getting fucking roasted and set on fire out there. People are going to complain and say, oh my God, look, it's too dry out here for us to have a guy like him here. Because he's just a fire hazard.
He's not at all. You're wrong. Cam Curl and he's got the band back together. They've gone out training, and Emmanuel Forbes' legs rubbed together, and it started the fire.
Well,
His legs don't touch.
Twigs.
They don't touch.
I've seen legs in a nest bigger than that, honestly.
Scott Hartley's appearance today brought to you by Abner Wu Industries. Ladies, are you feeling run down, worn out, or just plain tired all the time? Well, I'll tell you what, managing home, work, screaming kids, it can really take a lot out of a gal. But now there's new Fug It All. I gotta keep going back and forth between my thing here. From Abner Wu Industries comes a breakthrough in relaxation supplements. New Fug It All. Yes, just one Fug It All, and suddenly you are I'm all lost here. Jesse, quick switch. The life of the party. I can't keep going back and forth between this and that. Right. Let's see here. You are the life of the party. Where the fuck am I on this? The belle of the ball. New Fug It All is specially formulated to avoid most of the pesky legal red tape that most countries have to define powerful narcotics and hallucinogens. And that means it is safe and 100% effective. So there you go. New Fug It All. Wait, hang on a minute. Now, kids, you're way ahead of me here.
Okay, sorry.
All right. For you kids, new Fudge It All. Yes, Timmy Fudge It All. And you won't give a shit about flunking 4th grade. And thanks to Fug It All, neither will Mom. New Fug It All and Fudge It All from Abner Wu Industries, sold in finer retail establishments everywhere. Abner Wu Industries is not responsible. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I shouldn't say that. There you go. Fug It All, Fudge It All. Fug It All. I fucked this whole thing up. It's still pretty.
Let somebody know, man. Let somebody know.
We are not going to get that money this month. Come on, John.
Oh, well, that was just terrible. Hang on a second. Let me see what I can do here. Let me open this up there. The problem is that I am so busy because I am such an in-demand person that I only get like an hour to prep for the show. And a lot of people say that's why you're the world's worst podcast host. And we can tell you only have an hour to prep for this show. But fuck y'all. This is what I say.
It's right here.
Oh, like and subscribe?
Yeah.
All right, well,
Justin Cracker Barrel changed their logo. Abner Wu Industries is not responsible for anything that may happen to you under the influence of Fug It All, including but not limited to attempting to fly from a building rooftop, taking a bath with a hairdryer, playing on runways, and suggesting Cracker Barrel change their logo.
Jeez.
What is? I don't understand what that one is about. You'll have to talk to me offline about that.
here's what it is about. I'm not going to talk to you.
I don't know what it is. What Cracker Barrel?
Cracker
is.
Barrel changed their logo.
Don't worry.
They took the old man off of the fucking logo of a barrel full of whips that is next to him. And people are going bonkers. You know why? Because they cry. And actually, I can't even say that. People don't cry.
Pimps don't
All right,
cry.
real time. Russian robots tell you what to think, and all you motherfuckers that get crying about that shit, it's because you've been whipped up by this fucking psyop that's been going on for years. Anyway, we're gonna not go there.
Please subscribe to the After Dark podcast. It's available on Patreon.
They wouldn't want to know what I had to say.
We get political and talk about the lizard people.
The lizard people. Josh Johnson can walk, and that's about the best thing that he can do, says Tone Ja. Thank you for stopping in. Tony Ja. Max, please tell me I'm old. Did I read that right?
Pretty much, yeah.
All right. Well, now it's his fault. So if I fucked up your name, it's his fault down there.
Please.
It comes from the mother side, right?
Go to tinyurl.com.
Hang on a minute. We're not quite finished yet.
Uh-oh.
We're not quite finished yet. The fact of the matter is it's Friday night and we've been having ourselves some fun and we haven't quite gotten to everything we want to get to, and we're only at 1 hour. So let's do it. We do have a football game coming up on Saturday.
Yeah. I forgot about that.
All right. It's easy to forget the third preseason game. However, and I know this is cliche, but because NFL Network says it all the time, but these guys are playing for their fucking careers' lives. Everybody that's playing this weekend, for the most part, probably 80 to 85% of them are playing for their freaking football lives. So I like the third preseason game or fourth preseason game or whatever it was before. I like this one because these guys, it might not be the best football, but they're trying their best to put the best tape out there that they can, because probably if I had to put a percentage on it, or if you had to put Jesse, how many of these guys are getting cut of all the league that's playing, that's going to be getting their uniform dirty?
It's like about
75%.
You said 80, 85, and that's about it.
I'm talking, yeah, okay, 80, 85.
Yeah. Well, see, the rosters are so big now because of the practice squads now. So in reality, there's
45 guys on game.
70 spots are open for a team. So if you subtract 90, that's about 20 per team.
Wait a minute. Hang on a minute.
640 guys are not going to have a job.
Yeah.
Right. And I mean, going into tomorrow,
90 minus 70.
It's 640 guys.
Everybody, this is how he texts me, by the way.
You're right.
That's why he can't type. But if you're going into tomorrow and you don't have 51 guys on your roster already established, you're going to have a losing season, or your name is the Saints. Like, what are you doing? So
I would agree. I think most roster spots are sealed, but I do like this weekend for that very reason, because every one of these players that's going out there is doing their best to show. I mean, here comes Tuesday at 4:00 and roughly 40 guys. Wait a minute. What are we doing?
Nothing. You're fine. Keep talking.
Go ahead, old man.
Roughly 40 guys per team. Did I already say this or something?
No, just keep going. You're fine.
Fuck off, all of you. All of you can fuck off. Who's in the chat having fun with me? All right. There's a lot of people hitting the fucking waiver wire on Tuesday.
Yeah, a lot of people, including, like 53, man. That's who makes the final fucking roster, is just 53. So even though they'll be able to bring back
this,
they'll be able to bring back like 16, 17. They're still getting cut. So that's well over 1,000 players on the wire itself.
Right. Exactly.
Until a couple of days later when you can start adding to you
establish your practice squad.
Your practice squad.
So let me ask you this. That's relatively new that everybody gets cut on the same day. Do you prefer this? Because all of us are football fans long enough. Sometimes we have to defer because Scott's been relatively new to this. Comparatively, I'm not trying to crack on you.
I think we've only been doing this 2 or 3 years.
Yeah, it's only been 2 or 3 years. Do we prefer this one day cut down?
They've been doing this since COVID. So this is 5 years. But frankly, the 90 to 75 to 53 just kind of felt it didn't move. Now all of a sudden on Tuesday, holy shit, the amount of news that's about to break. And
it's
good. We're here, boys. Good. We're here. We made it.
We're here at 5:30. That's right.
And the majority of the cuts are players that you never heard of.
That's okay.
But there is occasionally from here and there a player that makes you go,
Right.
It might work for us.
It's a surprise cut.
Now, ladies and gentlemen,
Noah Brown was a surprise cut. Let's just put that out there. Like
Charles Leno,
Yep.
right?
Leno was a surprise cut in March. But yes,
Yeah, but that was before COVID.
that was in March.
Even still, oh yeah, it was a late round pickup. Okay, so anyway,
They let Noah Brown go a little bit earlier than the final cut, I believe.
I thought he was a late. He was the last.
I thought he was like really late after camp. I thought
He can't. Well, it's camp is over with now. I'm pretty sure there was only like 2 weeks before the season.
He was cut He was cut August 27th. He was a part of final cuts.
Oh.
So
Kim says it. The Ravens, we need to beat Harbaugh. I'm all right with that. Beat Harbaugh.
We ended their streak 3 years ago. I could care less.
We got third and fourth stringers going out there, and like I said, this is the reason why I like to watch this last preseason game is because these guys try their absolute best. So their guys are going to be trying their best. Our guys are going to be trying their best. The coaches are going to be calling vanilla plays. It's not really going to be anything in that regard, but physically, it's going to be a decent. It's going to be a decent.
How much work do you think?
Football game. It'll be a decent watch. So yeah, I'm all for it. Let's beat Harbaugh because fuck a Harbaugh.
Are we expecting anybody like Krosky Merritt or Chris Rodriguez to get any time?
I would
honestly.
The only other running back we have is Fulton. He can't take all the carries.
I think those two are going to split them, and those two are going to split it. The ones I'm more interested is
when they turn Kaz into a fucking running back.
Say it again.
When did they turn Kaz Allen into a running back?
This year?
2 years ago? No, it's before that. He's on the practice squad with Ron, and they tried to turn him into one. Then
the biggest question is why? Because I haven't seen him do anything. I think the only reason they turn him into a running back is so that they can say his name again. Hey, look, we turned Kaz Allen into a worthless running back. If we can see him tomorrow night for most of the game, I'm all right with that. Whatever. I don't care. I have a question, though, and I think this is kind of big as we head into the season. I was listening to Mr. Keim this morning. Marcus Mariota has what they call a Achilles tendonitis.
That's what McCaffrey had.
I don't care. Yeah, it doesn't sound good, man. So when we say Hartman and Josh Johnson, they're going to get cut. Are we comfortable?
You got to have
Johnson. Do you want to see Mariota play some tomorrow?
There's better than that, but one of them makes the practice squad. But there's better than that.
I have to go back and get Driscoll.
Let me tell you, I've had plantar fasciitis.
Driscoll's on a team
down the hill from that, and that shit hurts.
Yeah, he's. I want to say Cincinnati.
What's Garrett Gilbert up to these days?
Oh, fuck off.
Scott, come on now,
Gilbert. Garrett Gilbert.
I didn't know Driscoll was on a team.
Yeah, he is. There's a few out there. There's teams that have got 3 and 4 quarterbacks, that have got starts. It's all right. Do not be surprised.
How comfortable are we with Marcus Mariota?
Here's a mad cut that I think is going to happen on Cuts Day. Zach Wilson.
Brock Purdy. Yeah, that guy.
Zach Wilson.
Hey, if Lamar Jackson comes available, we got to sign that guy, right?
Oh, right. We'll sign that guy right away. But seriously, how comfortable can you possibly be with Marcus Mariota? I don't care whether he's played any preseason snaps, but that injury, an Achilles tendonitis. Now, you guys told me, Max, you said to me directly to my face, tendonitis is a tear. Am I wrong?
It's a minute tear, yes.
All right, minute tear in an Achilles.
It's all about how long he's had it. We don't know. He hasn't practiced since when?
Exactly. So how comfortable are we with that?
Oh, Stop it, James.
James Ball coming hard with it.
Oh, that's a great shout. That's a great shout,
James.
Is he available? Bring him back.
I don't know if I'd be opposed.
He's going to be a cut. He's probably going to be a cut. He's the
Didn't he get a 2-year contract from the Chargers?
I'd rather have fucking Kirk Cousins.
Kirk Cousins.
You'd rather pay him $40 million a year to sit on the bench?
Kirk Cousins is going to ask for like $300 million. No way. I think that's a good thing to finish up on. So, in specifics, is there any one player that you're looking for in the Ravens game to make any kind of headway that you expect to play? Like for me, I would say Chris Paul, go out there and win yourself a spot. Chris Paul, go win a spot.
I want to see either Ja'Cory Brooks or Gallup Go win a spot.
Sheldon Day. I want to see him win a spot.
Jesse and I are throwing voices around each other. So Ja'Cory Brooks.
I'd like to see that too.
As UDFA, go beat out 2 vets. Go ahead and do it.
Yeah.
Trey Lance is QB3 at the Chargers.
I gotta say, when it comes to Ja'Cory Brooks, with the guys that are quote unquote ahead of him, it's a fucking coin flip. Flip a coin. Who do I want? Michael Gallup or Ja'Cory Brooks? Give me Ja'Cory Brooks. Give me the guy with the young legs. So I like his chances, unless he goes out tomorrow night and drops 3 passes and fumbles.
Or that, or Ty Martin. They brought him in. He scored a touchdown.
Scott, just because you just said this, can we just build on the fact that Taylor Heineke is the second string quarterback over Trey Lance? How bad is Trey Lance?
Well, I don't know, but I don't even want to bring it up because our Adam Peters had something to do with bringing him in there, so I don't want to have anything.
No, that was not Adam Peters.
Abner Wu Industries is not responsible for anything that may happen to you under the influence of fuck it all, including but not limited to attempting to fly from a building rooftop, taking a bath with a hairdryer, playing on runways, and suggesting Cracker Barrel change their logo.
Lynch and fucking Shanahan move right there.
Very good. They have been very careless over there, and I think it's going to end up biting them in the ass. All right. Okay, so we got a football game tomorrow at 12 o'clock noon. Is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. We also have at 12 o'clock noon on the other screen for Max is Kansas State, Iowa State.
Got some college football tomorrow, some real football. Something
Top 25 team. It's
I'm
back.
trying to find our way out. Here we go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are on our regular season schedule right now. We are on Fridays and Tuesdays. We will come in with our usual post-game, I don't want to say analysis because I'd have to play the we'd like to talk about the football game on Tuesdays of what happened on Sunday or Monday. But this week, we will be on at 5:30 on Tuesday afternoon to discuss the cuts that are going to come down by 4 o'clock and see how close we are with our roster picks. And I think we're all going to be pretty close. So until then, everybody be good. Have a good weekend. Enjoy the football game tomorrow and no injuries, man. Let's get it all done straight. Everybody, stay safe out on the roads. Good luck to you. Bye-bye.